Good morning, this is Linda Romanello with Post Magazine. Welcome to Post TV here at the 2015 NAB show in Las Vegas. We are here today with Dan May of Blackmagic Design. Dan, thank you very much for being here this morning.
No, I'm really happy to be here with you today.
Terrific. I understand that you have quite a few announcements at the show this year. I believe you have 38 new products that you're introducing?
Yeah, we've basically been working obviously very hard to get a lot of great new announcements out. It's something like 38 new SKUs and across a couple different families of products. So yeah, a tremendous year for us to have a lot of great and exciting announcements to talk about.
Want to go into a couple of the highlights? I'm sure you have a few across the different exactly. Let's talk about some of them.
You know, one of the most important things for our entire product line is of course Resolve. You know, Resolve has been a key piece of software for us, an acquisition that we made 5 years ago, and have put a tremendous amount of work in to make what we consider to be, the world's greatest color correction software. Again, we've added another 80 new features to the software this year, and really you can see it in our marketing on some of the things we have outside the hall. We're at this point now comfortable calling it actually a full-blown NLE. So really being able to call it an editor, we've had to feel really comfortable knowing that we've added all the features necessary to kind of elevate it in the gravitas of actually calling it a full-blown NLE. So now adding things like our multicam support, new audio features for VST and AU audio, direct export to Pro Tools. Again, 80 new features, but to really understand what it means to call that an NLE application as well as a color grading. Of course, making that a great round-tripping application for other NLEs as well. So we want to be open, still work with our partners, but really being able to fully come in off a Blackmagic camera, do full editing, color grading, and finishing all in one application is a really exciting announcement for us this year.
Didn't you also lightened the user interface? Is that correct?
That's true. What we wanted to do there is we've made a lot of UI refinements in there. One of the things we were finding is that sometimes when we try to darken up the interface, the video ends up becoming too harsh. So we've actually tried to lighten the interface a bit so that it matches the video. That way you're not straining your eyes as much as you're having long sessions doing editing and color grading in there. So a lot of small refinements, but also big refinements, again, with the things like the multicam capability that we really felt we needed to do in order to really seriously consider it a full NLE package. In addition to Resolve 12, the other big software update we've done has been with Fusion 8. Now, Fusion was an acquisition that we did about 6 months ago, and it's a great node-based, very powerful, it's kind of like the secret sauce of Hollywood of how to do all this great VisFX stuff out there, but it's always been PC. So our very first goal was to get it over on a Mac, because we have so many creative professionals that are working on the Mac side. And we thought, if we can get at least one machine kind of working on a Mac by NEB, that'd be great. But right now we have all of the machines running on Mac. Even our stage demo is running off of a Mac. So we're really comfortable how far this has come to get that on a Mac. And this is going to be the start of a really great development with Fusion. But Fusion 8 running on a Mac is another tremendous announcement for us for post-production.
And you also have some Ursa news, is that correct?
That's true. I mean, Ursa has been a great camera for us. It's really elevated our game as far as making that full-size camera. The two things we wanted to do, we have a new sensor for it. It's a new 4.6K resolution sensor that gives you extra room in post-production when you want to scale that down or do image stabilization. It also has up to 15 stops of dynamic range, and all that dynamic range is so important when we're doing all of the color correction that we'd be doing in Resolve. And that's a new sensor that we can basically add to Ursa as an upgrade. It's a user upgradable sensor for $2,000. But on top of that, we also developed a new Ursa mini camera. And while this is a new camera for us, it's important because it's that handheld capability camera that we can pick up, carry around, and of course, like the regular Ursa, is great for post-production because it's shooting directly into RAW, shooting directly to ProRes, and we have that great new 4.6K sensor for it as well. So lots of great new camera announcements, great new software updates, really great for the post-production market, and of course, that's only a few of these 38 new products we have, so it's definitely worth visiting our website or seeing us at the booth this year.
Yeah, no, we're very excited about many of these new products and announcements that you're making here. What would you say is your, let's say, overall message at the show?
Sure. What we always are trying to do is we are trying to empower as many people as possible. And one of the great things as Blackmagic has continued to grow is not only have we created great products that are letting, let's say, young people get their first taste of real professional, high-quality equipment that's affordable, but we've also seen on the high-end level that more and more people are trying to do, more with less. So, what they end up doing is they say, well, look, I can now install lots of free fusions and free resolves on all these different machines because I don't need the full-blown color correction. I don't need I just want to have an on-set DIT, or I just want to have some previs, or I just want a couple of these features. And sometimes they might want to use a great big camera, and sometimes they just want to use a small camera. And it's all about for us empowering more and more people, whether that's someone just starting out or that's someone that's been in the business for 40 years. And that's always kind of been a big thing, and you see it more and more as we launch more of these products out in the market.
That's great. Thank you so much, Dan. Anybody that's here at the show, the attendees who are interested in seeing these products, any of them, the ones we spoke about, and many others that you have, everything's all on display and being demonstrated at your booth?
That's right. We're at the very front of the South Hall. I believe it's SL219, and you can visit us at blackmagicdesign.com. All of that information's on there as well.
Terrific. Thank you so much, Dan. We really appreciate you being on the show.
Yep, no problem at all.
Have a great NAB.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.